That's a clear line of defense. If I was in that situation, I'd be going after the guy's sanity, because you can't go after his morality because he's an extension of the president.
It's like
you should have been there advising him.
Good afternoon, my friends. It's me, Violetta, and my son Leszek will ask me questions. I don't know them, as usual.
Okay.
I would like to mention that we are booked to next...
till the 15th
till
of...
16th of February, March.
March, yeah.
But please book ahead, and everyone is welcome for the reading. Bye-bye. Oh, not bye-bye.
Okay, why did Kim Jong Un walk out of the peace talks?
Well, I said that would be just for taking pictures before.
You did, yeah. You said it would be sabotage too.
Yeah. Trump was not playing a game with him. He thought that he would throw a ball at Trump,
yeah,
and Trump will pull back, and they will have some communication. It looks like he put the volleyball towards Trump, and Trump sat on it and was not paying attention.
I noticed that.
He was not able to force himself to do anything.
He wasn't even looking at Kim.
Now
the body
he was,
language was so...
thinking only about the situation with Cohen.
Yeah.
Or he knows probably updates how the Congress is doing with Cohen behind the doors, because they must update him.
Well, when I was watching that, the next question is, let's keep talking about the North Korea thing, and then I'll get to the next question.
It's like Trump was not prepared to play.
Yeah.
He was not mentally able to, like Kim Jong Un threw the ball.
Yeah.
And Trump, what am I doing here? Like, kind of...
Just giving up.
Yeah, his mind was completely disoriented. He was not able to focus and force himself, because he is...
on guard.
He was not prepared to answer even questions, because he thought that everything would be smooth and they would take a picture, kiss, 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 and it would be good. He is not a reliable politician.
Well, the cameras caught Kim Jong Un saying that he was there to discuss denuclearization. It was on the table. So something must have gone wrong.
But Trump didn't have plans.
Let's keep going with this. What does this mean for the relationship between the United States and North Korea?
It's like, okay, I see a plane with flashy stuff going one direction, and it's only one passenger in the plane. The whole seats are a row of seats, and only one passenger is on the plane, so he is one-way ticket.
There's nothing coming back.
Nothing. It's
over.
They will suspend this. They just deliver going backwards to home, and that's it.
Okay, so...
and my mind might be because my son is traveling for so many hours, third day tomorrow. So maybe I'm worried about him too.
Okay. So, going back to this impeachment, this testimony that Trump was so clearly stressed about, was the Cohen testimony essentially the first public impeachment proceeding for President Donald Trump? Because that's the way I felt about it.
Trump is holding to the rope, and the big scissors are cutting the rope. It's like his rope will be cut. He wouldn't have ability to hold to something. Even his people will be cutting the connections with him.
Yeah, can you go to the cards?
not easy for him. And it's like someone is holding the rope on a ship,
Yeah.
and the rope is cut. Yeah, he feels cheated. He feels that the family was trying the best. They were trying, but then there is a different look on everything. And angel of excitement. People will win. People will win against him. He feels cheated. The GOP is trying to hold to him. But there is a different look, a different point of view for the USA people, Americans. Enjoyment, and the work will start coming and coming. A lot of work will be coming. It's not yet done. The first cord is cut.
Well, when I was watching the GOP, like, they weren't putting much of a fight. Like, it appeared like they were doing something, but their only line of defense was calling Cohen liar, liar, pants on fire.
But they never.
That was their legal kind of argument. It's like, liar, liar, pants. That's nothing.
That's what Cohen said after the first break. He came back and he said, there was no one who was asking me any questions about Trump. Everyone was against me.
Yeah.
But no one wants to know the truth about Trump.
And
they don't want to know because, and I thought, if it will be someone testifying about Obama.
Yeah.
Everyone will say, check his mentality if he's not crazy. That's not possible. Our president wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
They will question. Everyone will question.
That's right. They didn't question his sanity.
And I felt like...
That's a clear line of defense. If I was in that situation, I'd be going after the guy's sanity, because you can't go after his morality because he's an extension of the president.
It's like
you should have been there advising him.
It's like mother of a bully. And it reminds me of my neighbor.
Yeah.
Her son ended up eventually in a prison because he was absolutely nuisance.
Yeah.
Age 16, he ended up in a prison. She paid a lot of money to let him out. And she was saying, oh, he is so innocent. Everyone is so against him, blah, blah, blah. One day she came home. He's 17-year-old. He's tied up his father to the chair. And him and his friends are drinking and playing cards. And his father is there. Jeez. So she discovered how wrong she was. What else the GOP needs to discover how bad the Trump is? Cohen told them everything yesterday. He said, I was like one of you, standing on the wrong side and protecting him.
Is the GOP turning their back on Trump? Is that what's going on? Because they didn't.
They didn't yet.
A person that is under that kind of stress, like he was crying, he was breaking down physically. They could have made an easy motion that he's not mentally
Cohen.
Capable anymore, and he's making up stories to, because he's not thinking straight. But they didn't go from that attack point. Like, they didn't do that at all.
Even Trump today said, oh, he didn't accuse me of connections with Russia.
That's because he doesn't know.
Because he is not making up stories. So he was honest. He didn't say something that he didn't know. I trusted him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did trust him. His connection. He doesn't have anything to
He's got no way out but the truth.
And he wants at least his children to be proud of him one day.
Yeah. So, 2 months after the FBI raided Michael Cohen's office, President Trump made a private phone call to Michael Cohen. Now, that conversation is being investigated by the Southern District of New York, and Michael Cohen is being silenced from speaking about it. Like, he wasn't able to talk to Congress about it. The question is, did Michael Cohen record that conversation with Donald Trump?
Okay. It's like fake bushes, fake trees, and behind the tree it's a soldier with all the apparatus for listening devices. Cohen was already under
surveillance.
Yes.
Shit.
Mueller right away, and he knew he is.
Yeah.
And Trump was trying to force him to testify his way.
Witness tampering.
And Cohen knew that for something like this, he can go the same way as a Medford. So he didn't go in that avenue. So that's the reason they are able to prove.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't even go for checking him out, because they wouldn't have any evidence. This time, it will be only evidence from Cohen, or he wanted to promise me something.
Yeah.
Immunity. But he knew he can't use that. He cut his legs too short. So he had to cooperate with Mueller. And that's when he started operating with Mueller.
He had something to give.
Because he wanted at least some less prison than he will have.
So my question was, is the GOP actually working against Trump now? Because they're not...
They are breaking up from him.
Yeah, are they breaking away?
Then I said that court, cutting off that court.
I think that was for a different question.
Are they breaking up with him? Okay. It's like people who are betting on a horse. And there are little areas that you're going and you put your bet on a horse.
Yeah, a booth.
A little booth. They have to bet on that horse. But before they go for betting, they are always speculating. Everyone is the smart, informed guy who to bet on.
Yeah.
So it's like a game of gambling. Is it worth it for us to gamble on Trump to be a winner on next election? They think they will lose if they will let him to be the next elect.
Yeah.
So they have to break up from him and find another horse to ride on, to bet on, to be a winner. And that will be an interesting story.
Michael Cohen, someone says Cohen. I always say Cohen, but whatever. Also informed Congress of another investigation regarding financial fraud in relation to the hush money. Cohen was reimbursed by Donald Trump through a check signed by his son, Donald Trump Jr. Mm-hmm. And Cohen used this check as evidence in front of Congress. Will Donald Trump Jr. be indicted on financial fraud?
And through the South District of New York, yes. Oh, yeah. That room is not safe for you, honey. It's like his ceiling. There's a bathroom upstairs above his head.
Yeah.
And he's standing. And he's waiting until the ceiling will collapse on him because of the amount of water in the bathtub next above him. He is not in a safe place. He will be indicted and all of them will be in trouble. And yesterday Cohen said that Trump knew about the meeting. Mm-hmm. And I said, many months ago, you asked me if Trump knew. I said, yes. Junior ran to his office and told him right away.
Yeah,
and it was not on the phone.
He ran to his office and told
I said, but
I remember, yeah, and that's exactly
5 minutes later.
What can we expect next in terms of this whole Trump scenario? Like what big developments can we?
Oh, so many.
Can we expect before the next full moon, whenever that is? Mudslide.
everyone who is living under that mountain of Trump will be slided like a man.
What's the card say?
It's like they will all will be drowned with that and they are keeping Maria Butina still in USA. All the secrets will be coming to the surface. A lot of battles, a lot of non-stop battle. Excitement and a lot of cheatings. To me, that card, I know not for everyone that card is a cheating, but to me, in many situations, is cheating. And everyone will be blindfolded. There will be no protection from the king. There will be protection from the law and order, the work, the excitement. So everyone will be focused off. And there is a lot of women in the House in Senate. That will be time to do the laundry.
My question is, because even though the GOP party isn't complicit, maybe they're not as complicit in the fraud and other activities, the money laundering, but they're implicit in trying to help Trump get out of this situation by claiming he's innocent. So
no one said that he's innocent yesterday. No one had even a brave word to say Trump is innocent. No one had that even on their mind. They know he is guilty. They just don't want this to come out to the surface. It's obvious that he is guilty. It's just they don't want to do that impeachment started. But they know it's coming, no matter how. The mudslide is a little bit more rain and the mudslide will hit the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. And see you next time. And thank you for your work. I would like to invite you to the private reading with me. Please visit www.psychicvioletta.com. Click Book Online, choose the type of reading, choose the length, choose the date and the time, fill out your informations, click the Pay Now button with your credit card or debit card, and you're all done.